All right, squad. So here we are. We are in South Torbia. It is in an area occupied by North Torbian soldiers. So the situation is we're going to be conducting an ambush here in the kill zone, marked out of a mechanized squad that's coming up from Route 345. And so to start this off, we'll obviously be establishing an ORP after our movement from the patrol base. And once the ORP is established, the team leaders will report to the squad leader, and then the squad leader will begin to conduct leaders recon. So in that, the squad leader will go with the assistant gunner from the gun team that's attached with us, and then the S&O team will also come with the squad leader. And in that, it will be the Alpha team 249 gunner and the Bravo team rifleman. And you can see that the S&O team will be established right here, and the security elements as well, which is Alpha team grenadier, and then Alpha team rifleman, and the the Alpha team leader, and then AT4, because we have two AT4s attached with us. So then when the leader's recon moves to the release point, the squad leader will take the S&O team and place them here, and then we'll tell the two security teams where to go. So the security team will be moving 1,000 meters, and they'll be going at a 134-degree grid azimuth, and they'll be putting themselves in on this spur. And then the far security team, this will be 800-meter movement, and they'll be at 294-degree grid azimuth, and they will be in that draw, as you can see. And both of these will be interdicting, and you'll see that each has a claymore. So just in case there's any stragglers on either side, they can set those off and to ensure we effectively ambush them. So then for the next section, the squad leader will then move back to the ORP and take the gun team and in place the support by fire here. So as you can see, we have the 240 Bravo and then the assistant gunner. And the squad leader will then identify their target reference point as a direct fire control measure. So this is their left limit, or excuse me, their right limit. And then as you can see, TRP3 is also where the shift fire will be conducted when that command is given. And then, so the squad leader will then move back, and the rest of the squad, so here you can see these 5 members of the assault team will be brought up to the release point, and the squad leader will then put each one in line, and they will be looking right at the kill zone, and they will then be informed that when the claymore goes off is their time to begin the ambush. And the S&O team will also join the assault element. And so as the mechanized vehicle moves in, this is the most likely avenue of approach. So we'll have this security element report to the squad leader, and this will be through a radio, and because that will have been a pre-tested means of communication, because they will call in once they're established so that we know that's good to go. And so then, after the ambush, during the ambush, just rates of fire. So the support by fire element will be focusing on engaging the mechanized vehicle and sustaining firepower. They will be firing at a rapid rate into the vehicle in order to incapacitate the drivers. And the AT4, which we see right here in the assault team, will be firing into the vehicle to prevent it from any forward movement out of the kill zone. And after the mad minute, there will be a shift fire called, and so the pace plan for this is through a radio, and if that does not work, then it will be through a whistle, and then the contingency is a smoke grenade, and the emergency last resort would be through yelling, which would be least ideal due to the loud environment, so they can't hear super well. So then they will pick up and assault through, and they will reach the LOA, which you can see down here. And so once they hit the LOA, lace reports will be conducted, and then the squad leader will then dispatch the EPW team, and they will search. So the EPW team will be made up of Bravo team leader and then a rifleman from Bravo team. And EPW will also prepare to demo any equipment. And once the EPW team has cleared the enemies on the objective, the squad leader will call red, and this is a sign for the assault element to move back to the near side of the kill zone. And then the assault element will move back to the release point. And then the squad leader will also call white, which means the support element should move through the choke point, which will be established by the squad leader. and then the EPW team will ignite the fuse to destroy any enemy equipment when the squad leader calls blue, and that will also tell the support team that they need to move back to the choke point and to the release point, and upon hearing detonation, the security team will displace back to the release point. And then the squad leader will conduct a security call at the release point to gain accountability and report back to higher. All right, so sir, and then just to conclude this, so this provides a little bit better representation. The sketch map is good and gives a good overview of how the squad's going to run through it in this 3D map. So you can see the security team will be placed right about here, and then the other security team will be all the way on the other side. You can see the kill zone, so we'll have support by fire on this side of the hill. And this will give them a good line of sight on the enemy and near their rightmost TRP as displayed in the sketch map. And then we have the assault element right here.